everyone, welcome to the very last page in our World of Flowers double page spread. To be honest, when I very first started the very first picture, I didn't know if I would get it all done, but we are done, almost. We will be. So we have this cute little picture last. We have a little windmill and a bucket, a little pot, and a sort of couple of seed bags. It's really good fun. So I'm trying to think of the background colour, and actually I'm really not sure because we've got leaves, we've got dirt, we've got sun, we've got colourful bits and pieces. I think I'm just going to have to plump for something and go for it rather than trying to sort of plan it too much. I think maybe an orange. We haven't had an orange background, so I think I'll go for that cadmium orange. So we'll just do that. And I'm just carefully colour away. It was very good. I was just finished this little video above, and I was just clearing off the desk and sharpening up the pencil that broke, and my doorbell rang and it was my parcels. I was expecting one apparently between 4 and 6, but both of them came together a little bit early, so that was rather good. And I got my new saucepans and a Christmas present from my son. I'd ordered something and they sent the wrong size. They sent a replacement, but they haven't told me how to return the old one. Well, just pop it into your local branch. And I'm like, well, I don't have one. Or just return it to us with your local courier. And I'm like, how do I do that? I have a local courier that I use very much, so I'm going to have to have a look online and search how to return it, because obviously I can't keep it. I mean, it probably would work. I could probably use it, but that doesn't mean to say I'm going to keep it. That's not the way the world works. I need to send it back. It's very kind of them to send me a replacement before I sent back the one that wasn't right. So anyway, I shall sort that out later. I just thought I'll get this picture done before tea, and then I'll sort it out after, because it's going to be too late to do very much now. I'm going to grab this yellow ochre light and do this sort of sack at the back, and with this, it's quite similar to the background colour, isn't it? Oh well. This isn't going to be the only colour I use on it anyway. I'm just going to basically colour the whole base in this colour, apart from that labelly bit. And then we use another one to do it as well. So we get another colour involved, and then it should help it to stand out. So that would be good. Need to keep being aware of the time. I've got to put the oven on. Ready for tea. Thinking this bag goes all the way to the ground, like that. Okay, so let's grab a darker, let's grab the sepia. I think we can do a few bits with this. Firstly, these sort of inside bits, those would be a bit darker. Oh, my stomach's rumbling. And then sort of in the edge, sort of tucked in there, be a bit darker, and in there, maybe down there. And here I'm thinking the edge might be a bit darker. Just bring that, and then it also helps if you make it dark on the edge, it helps you to see it better. I think I'm going to darken that as well so it stands out. There we go. Now the label I'm going to do with this colour, but really lightly. Goodness, my stomach is having a little chat. Oh dear. Right, I'm going to start with the sunshine. Let's do the brilliant yellow. Like that. And then we have these leaves. There's leaves in the air and leaves growing out of the ground. I think we'll do them all in the same colour. Maybe this colour. What colour is this? Oops. This is the Prussian Green. I think this will do nicely. I'll just give it a sharpen. just noticed a bit of the orange background that I missed. There we go. So Prussian Green. I'm going to try and do them a little bit darker at the bottom than the top. It's going to be tricky, it's very small. I find the small details easier with an Ochre soft pencil or polychromos, or even a very thin. These are a little bit harder, but they're nice pencils. So I'm doing them all the same colour. I'm thinking, you know, it's a bag. Is it going to be, are they going to want to pay out for lots and lots of different inks? Maybe. I'm guessing not. I swear my light suddenly got brighter. Don't know. So I've seen these coloured as rainbows, and I think I did them as rainbows, but actually I think they're like fields. So I'm going to grab a brown, Van Dyck Brown, to make it like earth. You could do it like rainbows and it does look very pretty. I just want to do it differently on this version than I did it on my last one. I mean, I didn't do a tutorial for it, but I still want to do it a bit differently. So I'm trying to fade it so it's darker at each side and then it gets lighter towards the middle. Like that. And then I think we'll do this sort of back of the bag as if it was sky. I think we've got a sky blue actually we could use. I'll have a look in a sec. There we go. I think that's the sky blue. Yeah, this one. Sky blue. I'm going to do this in a similar way to how I do the background. So just a circular motion. Try and keep it fairly even. As even as I can. Keep it, don't worry about sharpening it too much, keep it fairly blunt, and just gently work across. Now is that bucket, do you think it's a seaside bucket? Because we've got a windmill which is sort of seaside thing. I have seaside things in my garage, but I don't have gardening things really. I've got a trowel, a pair of gloves, and that's about it. But I don't really do gardening. I do also have lots of tools, painting stuff, bicycle, broom, old tiles. Yeah. Is that what everyone has? And then a darker layer across this top bit. There we go. There. Now I want to do the bucket red. Scarlet Red. Now I think this will be quite shiny. I just realised I probably coloured over the handle, but I'm going to just fade it up towards the top, and I think that bit will show a bit of white. This bit at the back is going to be a bit darker, like that, and then this bit will be quite light. Now I'm going to make it dark on the edges. I want it to look quite metallic, so I need it to be really shiny in the middle. So I'm just layering it up less as we get to the middle, and then I will leave a white bit. So I'm just going to go back and tidy it up and make it darker. If your edges are darker, your centre looks more shiny. There we go. A little bit there. Now, I've sort of ignored the stripes because I'm thinking, are they just dips in the bucket? Often buckets are like that. I could go across, yeah, bottom of them, just to sort of emphasise them a bit. I'm trying to make sure I press a bit harder on the edges so that that section in the middle where I want it to be lighter is still lighter. Now we have a stick on our windmill, which I'm going to do is a wooden stick. I've missed the pot out, I'll do it in a minute. So I'm going to do a sort of Terracotta Light stick. It's quite close to the background, isn't it? Hang about. Let's get the Van Dyck Brown on there. Darken that up. That's better. I'm going to do some terracotta quickly on that pot. And where's the terracotta? There it is. Whoops. Does not want to come out. On this little pot here. So I'm going to remember that a terracotta pot is quite matte. It doesn't have a huge shine. But it will have a little. There we go. So our windmill, I want it to be bright and cheerful. We've already used red, so I'm not going to use red. Let's use this lovely green. This is the Castle Green Light. I'm going to put it on quite dark so that you can really see it. Like that. And then, oops, hang on. Then the other colour would be, could do it yellow. I've gone back to my green because the light was catching the page. I didn't realise I'd missed a bit. We've used a yellow here. Let's make it, oh, orange is our background, we can't use that. Having an indecisive moment. I'm just going to use the cool grey to do the centre bit while I'm deciding. I think this would be like a metallic piece to hold it all together, trying to leave the middle white so it looks a bit shiny. Yellow. Let's use the Cadmium Yellow Light. Here we go. Let's hope it's quite bright, even though it's light. Yeah. Need to get it down quite hard, really. So I'm sort of layering it up so that it shows up. There we go. So that is finished. So that is the whole page finished, which is quite an achievement. So well done. If you have watched all the videos or coloured along all the videos, well done, because it's quite a lot to do, isn't it? Now, I will, as I say, do a black border and I will post the finished double page on my Facebook at some point. Probably today. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. Have a lovely day and happy colouring.